A good night of Shabbos, everyone. It's hard to imagine that it's the end of the book of Bereshis. Amazing things happen in this week's Parsha, small Parsha, but there's so much packed concepts, ideas that come out of the Parsha. One of the central things that happens is that Yaakov gives a bracha to the children of Yosef. He gives a bracha to Ephraim and Manasseh. And that bracha becomes a bracha now that we confer on our children. We say every Friday night to our children, and we say at auspicious occasions, we turn to them, we say, Yisimcha Lakim Ephraim Manasseh. God should make you like Ephraim and Manasseh. Stop to think for that a minute, please. What did you just bless your child with? Yisimcha Lakim, God should make you like somebody else, like Ephraim and Manasseh. Really? Don't we always say that we don't really care about what other people do? I care about what you do. Why are you asking and blessing your child to become somebody else? Bless your child that they should become the best that they could be, that they should accomplish something amazing and beautiful in this world. They should do something that is meaningful in this world. Why say Yisimcha Lakim Ephraim Manasseh? Why am I going backwards? And like somebody else. And then, not really a question for the Parsha, but the way that we've defined and devised this bracha that we give to our children on Friday night, we then say, Yivarecha Hashem v'yishmerecha, Yer Hashem panav elecha v'chuneka. Right? We give them birchas kainim. We already gave him a bracha. Yisimcha Lakim Ephraim Manasseh. What is he giving another bracha for? Yivarecha Hashem v'yishmerecha. You're not a kohen. Why do we have to throw that into it? What was wrong with just the bracha of Yisimcha Lakim Ephraim Manasseh? God should make you like Ephraim and Manasseh. So I'll tell you an amazing thing. We're looking at our children and we're blessing them that they should be like those in our past. The representatives of those in our past is Ephraim and Manasseh. Because Ephraim and Manasseh grew up in Mitzrayim, they grew up in hostile places. They grew up in a place that was hostile to their value system and to who their father wanted them to be, to how they were being raised, to what they lived their life, to the values that they lived for. And nevertheless, they were able to maintain their system, their lifestyle, their connection to God and to their people. And therefore we turn to our children and we say, you should be like the past. You should carry on the blessings of the past. And specifically like Ephraim and Manasseh, as we live through Gullus, as we live through difficult times, you should have the strength and the resolve that they had to maintain their focus and to maintain who they were. You should continue the legacy, continue your mission. And your mission is continuity. But in order to be able to continue, you need to be something. You can't just continue a past if there is no present, if you aren't something. If you don't become the most magnificent, incredible human being, then you can't carry on the values of the past. If you don't develop yourself, if you don't have a sense of who you are and what you can accomplish, so then the past is irrelevant. And that's why we turn to our children and we say, Yivarecha Hashem v'yishmerecha, that God should give you the strength to find blessing in your life, spiritual blessing, material blessing, the mixture of both of them, how to find priorities, how to know when the spirituality has to be placed in the front, when you have to concentrate on your physical living just to maintain and take care of yourself. Those are the brachas that we give when we say the Yisimcha Lakim Ephraim Manasseh, the bracha that God was conferring on us, that we should have material blessing, we should have spiritual blessing, and we should have the mixture of both of them and learn how to live with the challenge that are presented by each one of them. Become something is what Birchas Kainim is telling us. Use the gifts that God gave you and make yourself into something with God's blessing. And that's what we say to our children every Friday night. Don't just stay connected to the past, but develop yourself and become someone. And that's the way that we ensure a future. If you're committed to the past and you have a viable present, then there will be an incredible future. It's not just words that we say to our children with our eyes closed and our hands on their heads. but it is the image that gives them the strength to make something of themselves, to carry on the past because they are a present and will ensure an incredible future. You should have a beautiful, wonderful, amazing, meaningful, blessed Shabbos. And it should be a Shabbos where those brachos are not only conferred by us to our children, but as those brachas continue to be conferred on us by our parents and their hopes and dreams and desires for us, whether they're with us or whether they're no longer in this world. But the strength that they gave us should be the strength that we use to pass on to our children. Have a wonderful Shabbos.